been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
We just want to make a brief statement here, and I'm going to go and ask my colleagues to join me in a moment of silence for our dear friend Charlie Kirk. We ask everyone to pray for him and his family. I'm just going to state the obvious here. This is detestable, what's happened. Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are. It violates the core principles of our country, our Judeo-Christian heritage, our civil society, our American way of life, and it must stop. We need every political figure, we need everyone who has a platform to say this loudly and clearly. We can settle disagreements and disputes in a civil manner, and political violence must be called out, and it has to stop. Again, we ask for prayer. I'm going to go lead the chamber here in a moment of silence, and we hope for the best for Charlie. Thank you.
John Solomon's reporting on Just the News that he's passed. Yes, is this what I'm hearing? Yes, can I get it here?
Yes.
Yes. Wow, right here, Rav, at this moment, guys. Let's go around the horn, Gino. You continue on the horrendous news that Charlie Kirk has passed.
Well, my prayers are for Erica, for her children, for his family. This is beyond devastating, Eric. I've known Charlie, as I said, since he was a child, running around, coming to conservative events.
This show tonight was not exactly what I expected. We all know Charlie Kirk in this city, and what horrible sadness for everybody who knew him. And certainly, how would you like to be the person who has to make the phone call to his very young wife and their 2 children tonight? What happened is just absolutely unthinkable. We don't know who the killer is. We know there is a killer. We all heard the shot, and that one shot took his life.
I want his wife and the country to know that the last question he took, the last thing he talked about to people in Utah, thousands of people that wanted to come hear him, is that his message was one of love, of Jesus Christ, of his belief in prayer, and he talked about that from his heart, and you could feel it. And he's done that multiple times before, but I consider it an honor to be there. It makes me mad. I'm so mad that this happened in our backyard. It's an embarrassment.
President Donald Trump just posting on his social media platform news that Charlie Kirk, conservative activist, has died in today's shootings. Vaughn Hilliard, your reaction?
This is not a good moment for us as America, for our engagement and our ability to have very difficult discussions. This is somebody who was a father, a husband, somebody who I think that we must note at this moment in time, Nicole, was there today on a college campus inviting people to take a microphone and debate him.
I have just received news that I'm not even going to repeat because I don't have it. Confirmed. We will confirm what's going on.
Hello, everyone. Today I want to take a moment to talk about something heavy. As you've likely heard, Charlie Kirk was tragically shot and killed while speaking at an event. He was only 31 years old, a husband, a father, a friend to many. Regardless of what anyone thought of his politics, this is a heartbreaking loss for his family and loved ones. First and foremost, my thoughts go out to them. No one should have to go through this kind of pain. It's a reminder that behind every headline is a person, a life, and people left behind to grieve. Now, in times like this, it's easy for emotions to spill over into politics. But we have to resist that urge. This isn't about scoring points. It's about recognizing that violence has no place in our society. Whether you agreed or disagreed with Charlie Kirk's ideas, the simple truth is that his life mattered, and so do all lives. That's an important point to hold on to. Every life has value. Every family that loses someone to violence feels the same hole in their heart, whether it's a public figure or someone whose name never makes the news. All lives deserve safety, dignity, and respect. And when one life is cut short, it should matter to all of us, because it reminds us just how fragile and precious life really is. So, how do we move forward from this? I think it begins with compassion. Let's show empathy not just for Charlie's family, but for all families who have lost loved ones to senseless violence. Let's stand against political violence in every form, no matter who it targets. And let's make a choice not to dehumanize one another just because we disagree. This is also a time for reflection. Are we creating a culture where we can disagree without hate? Are we protecting public spaces so people can speak freely without fear? These are hard questions, but they matter. Because if we want a safer future, we have to answer them together. At the end of the day, what unites us is bigger than what divides us. All lives are important, and if we truly believe that, then we owe it to each other to live with compassion, to reject violence, and to treat one another with humanity. To Charlie Kirk's loved ones, my heart goes out to you. And to everyone watching, I hope we can take this moment as a reminder to value life, to respect one another, and to choose peace over hate. If you have thoughts or reflections, please share them in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation respectful. Let's honor not just Charlie, but every life lost to senseless violence. And if you found this message meaningful, consider subscribing so we can continue to have honest, human conversations together.